You are listening to a curated clip from the Naturally Inspired podcast. Subscribe today at livenaturallyinspired.com.
The thing is, we need leaders. We need leaders to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And we need leaders to keep speaking out like you are a brave woman. But all I see is more and more and more women leaders.
Yes.
Standing the ground. Where are the men? We're at home playing video games, living vicariously through these battle games, war games. And it's like we need to enter manhood. We need to and we need more men leaders.
Yeah. That's been by design though, Dr. Tapper. And women, I have to say, women have to take some responsibility in that, because a lot of what I see is beating men down and taking away what they intuitively are like, and I can speak about this because I raised a boy. My son's 17 years old. When he was a baby, I'm Canadian. I grew up in Canada. I had this mind thinking that, I'm not going to give him guns because, guns are bad, and kind of that's how I was raised in Canada. And that kid would pick up a rock and make a gun out of it. Right. And he would roll around in the dirt and pick up sticks and be shooting people on the playground. And I went with my son down his journey to becoming a man. And I understood and had respect for what he needed to do. And, toxic masculinity is not one term. There's masculinity, and masculinity's okay. Masculinity is good. Right. But toxic masculinity is something totally different. And that's criminal behavior. Right. Toxic masculinity is criminal behavior. Those are totally different traits than masculinity. Mm-hmm. So what's happened is they've changed our language. Right. They've started implementing these terms to make men feel like their behavior is gross or bad or whatever. You know what? It's masculinity. That's who they are. And I'm not talking about criminal behavior here. I'm talking about just being a man. And it's okay to be a man. Right. I want to be okay being a woman. I want you to be okay. I want you to know that it's okay that I'm not as strong maybe, or I'm not as good at some things that men are good at. But I'm good at some things that men are not good at, and that we complement each other.
Amen.
We complement each other, and that's how it is by design.
Right. And the thing is, like, you're exactly right. And I think we're just two different species. We're two different people. Yes, I know. I believe the Bible to be true, and I believe that God made Eve from Adam. But it's like, God made her different, with different qualities, different strengths.
Right.
And same with the man. Like, we're a different breed. It's like we're a different species. And it's like we're a different creation. And it's like you need to understand and value each one.
Look for Naturally Inspired Podcast on all podcast platforms, video platforms, or go to naturallyinspiredpodcast.com.